Here we're introducing the Mikron HSM 200 ULP. The U stands for full simultaneous 5-axis machining. As in this part right here, we're doing full simultaneous 5-axis machining of type of part for the automotive industry. Now, the machine, the HSM 200, is basically designed for the medtech industry or the watch industry or for general mechanics when they're doing some small detailed parts. The machine has a polymer base onto it. It's basically a polymer granite, so it's a very stable machine, and because it's a very short C-frame design, it adds to the ultra-high accuracy of this type of machine. So when we get into micromachining and milling, or in the dental or medical industry where you need to do detailed work, this machine can do that type of work. So as you can see here with the travels of this machine, you have your Y in the lower head, you have your B and A in the lower head, and then you have your X and Z in the upper head. So you have a full simultaneous 5-axis machining of a part. Now the average size of a part for this type of machine would be 100 millimeters, so just under 4 inches in X, Y, and Z. So that's the typical size of a part that you could put on this size of a machine. So right now what we're doing is a finishing pass on this part. So we're only taking off a couple tenths on the side of each one of these blades. You can see what it's doing. It's actually doing both sides of the blade. So it's not just on one side, it's actually on both sides at that last little bit. You see it going from all the way at the bottom. It's going around the entire blade on both sides of it at the same time in the program. The machine comes standard with a 50,000 RPM spindle, and this uses a Heidenheim 530i control. The machine has a built-in wizard in it so that you can draw the part and then cut away on that part, and you can visually see it while you're cutting on it. So it has a nice wizard interface for doing that. Standard type of keyboard makes it easy for editing programs as well as inserting. So you have your insert buttons here for different types of corners when you're designing the part, and then as well you have here your positional type things, so going into manual mode for using the remote pendant or doing a tool change on the machine, tool definitions, that type of thing. Currently right now the machine's running at 46,900 RPMs. And you can see the type of program it uses, Heidenheim-based type of programming. And here you see the overrides, so you have the spindle override and the feed rate overrides on the machine itself. You see the load on the spindle is very calm, very quiet, and no issues there on the overloads of the machine. Now the tool changer is a very fast tool changer. It's 4 seconds to do a tool change on the machine. So your chip to chip is around 5 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds. It has a 30 position tool changer on it. Right now we have the probe in position number 1. That is its only position. It's used for the probe. The rest of them are tools that can use up to 50,000 RPMs. It doesn't necessarily mean the machine only runs at 50,000 RPM. And if you wanted to automate the machine, it's ready for automation. It has a side door on the machine, and this cover comes off down here and allows for a small robot to feed pallets into the machine and onto the base of the machine for palletization. So opening the door here, you can see now the inside of the machine. Now right now, during this part, we're using an oil mist on the part. So you can kind of see the chips sticking around the part itself, or down in the bottom there where we have a small drawer where the small chips then reside in, and a very easy drawer to clean out. Just pull it out through the front of the casting, and we can then clean out the chips and slide it back in.